What's up, you wonderful viewers? Kronic and I are back to bring you an all-new video filled with cannabis content.
That's right, I'm Kronic and she's Mary Jane, and we're from the Cannabis Kronicles on Instagram and YouTube, and we've teamed up with Trim Daddy to bring you all educational cannabis content.
In this all-new video, Kronic and I will be teaching you all how to bake infused fudgy brownies using our infused MCT oil that we made previously. Be sure to check out that video if you haven't already.
What easier way to never miss out on any video by hitting subscribe and turning on the post notifications so you always get alerted. Be sure to show your love as well and hit that like button on this video if you enjoyed, and let them know down below what your favorite edible recipe is.
Now let's get into this baked delight. First and foremost, we'll collect our supplies, which will be 113 grams or half a cup of infused THC oil. We're using MCT oil. 200 grams of sugar or 2 cups. 2 eggs, which we are making a double batch so we have 4 out. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 43 grams of cocoa powder. 85 grams of all-purpose flour. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And 45 grams of chocolate chips.
Once we have all our items prepped, we'll preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Next, we're going to add our brown sugar and sugar to a small stovetop dish on low heat to begin the process. If you were using coconut oil or butter for your infusion, you would want to first melt your infused oil down, then add the sugar and brown sugar to the oil.
Once we have our sugar stirred together and melted down, we'll add our eggs one by one. Now this is a double batch, so we'll be adding 3 eggs and 1 egg yolk.
To collect an egg yolk, simply crack the egg in your hand and allow the egg white to fall between your fingers like shown.
Next, we stir our egg yolk into the mix.
After that, we'll be adding our vanilla extract, and here we'll be adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
After that, we'll add our cocoa powder, flour, salt, and baking powder together in another bowl, then add that to our mix.
Next, we'll begin slowly mixing our dry ingredients into our mix.
Once we have that nice fudgy consistency, it's time to pour our fudgy brownies into the pans, but first, Mary Jane will prep the baking sheets.
Once we pour our brownies into our baking sheets, we'll go ahead and top the brownies with chocolate chips.
After that, it's time for our brownies to bake in the oven, so Mary Jane will place them in and then set the timer for 20 minutes.
After 20 minutes, we'll take our brownies out, and as you can see, we have a nice fluffy, fudgy, infused brownie made from our infused MCT oil that we made previously.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what you thought about our fudgy brownie recipe. Hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to never miss out on anything Trim Daddy posts.
Be sure to follow the Trim Daddy on all social media and head over to www.trim-daddy.com to snag your Trim Daddy gear.
I'm Kronic, and she's Mary Jane, and we're from the Cannabis Kronicles on Instagram and YouTube, and we'll be back every single week with more cannabis content teamed up with the Trim Daddy.
Much love. Happy baking and peace.